only rematch of the night, as these guys met in the Las Vegas tournament. Number 11, Boone McDermott for the Beavers, the redshirt senior. He's 12-5, ranked 11th. Doucet, Konner Doucet from Comanche, Oklahoma for the Cowboys, ranked number 9. He is 12-2. Now at the Las Vegas tournament, Doucet reversed in the second set of tiebreakers to take a 3-1 lead and gave up the escape, but won a 3-2 in tiebreaker 2. So another one that could go either way.
Either way. It's and like you said, in this type of matchup with these two guys, it's who's going to get the takedown if a takedown happens, or, you know, who's going to ride out in an ultimate tiebreaker or whatever the case may be. So, like you said, these are the only guys that have met.
They weighed in at 230 for McDermott. Serber weighed 250. So he's got a 20-pound weight advantage. But very well put together wrestler is McDermott. He's from Dubuque, Iowa. By the way, we talk about wrestling 7 minutes. The other night at with Cal Poly in Corvallis in the heavyweight match, McDermott led 4-1 late in the match, got in a scramble and got pinned.
Oh.
And lost. Got upset 7-4, or with the pin. It would have been 7-4 with no pin. But anyway, he got pinned after having a 4-1 lead late in the match.
Yeah.
That's why you got to wrestle all 7, huh?
That's why you got to wrestle all 7. That's also why you got to be smart and careful in those scrambles and understanding the situation. I'm pretty sure Coach Pendleton and them and Coach Roden and Engel all kind of put that bug in his ear a little bit too. You know, but the beautiful thing about wrestling, you get another opportunity, right? That's Friday. Today's Sunday. I get another chance.
So 24-9, the dual score. Cowboys have that wrapped up. Oregon State would like to pick up a 3rd victory in the duel here by winning a heavyweight and avenging an upset from back in the Vegas tournament.
Like I said,
in December.
Yep, I know the score is 24-9 as the team score goes, but I tell you what, like there's a lot of toss-up matches there, whether it's 74, 84, 97, in those positions.
Well, and you look here, 4-3, 4-1 in overtime, sudden victory, 4-2, and this 4-2 at 184, 9-6 in sudden victory on the last one. There's been a lot of really tight ones.
Yep. That's sometimes what these duels come down to, right? And that's even like in NCAAs, right? Advancing sometimes means you just got to win some close matches, because it is a grind for 3 days.
And it makes it fun watching.
Yes.
Fans here have been treated to some really good wrestling, right? And I'm very impressed with Chris Pendleton's team. I think they look good.
Yeah. And he was talking about that, right? Like I said, obviously, you know, the accident that happened with Whitlake obviously took something out of them, because they are a family as well, and they lost one of their brothers. And once again, we hope he has a healthy and speedy recovery. You know, going Cal Poly, leaving there, getting here, you know, and then they'll have, once again, they'll have to travel back out this way next week. So they have put themselves in position to be ready for March with the schedule that the Beavers have had so far this season.
We should talk a minute about Konner Doucet, a young man who's worked really hard, developed himself to become a good, solid heavyweight, now in the top 10, and he escapes there to take a 1-0 lead. But Doucet just lives on the edge. He's not a great offensive wrestler. He's a good rider. He's hard to ride. And you go back and look at his scores, 2-1. There's a 4-1, a 4-1 on a late takedown. There's a 4-3, 5-3, 2-1, 3-0, 2-0 tiebreakers. Half of those are overtime and tiebreakers. So he finds a way to win most of those really tight matches.
Yep. And he has. That's one thing Doucet has done. He's committed to that ride up top. He's done a real good job of switching, whether it's the left side to the right side, and catching wrists. McDermott's got some good fakes going with that jab step. See if he follows something up, try to create an angle, and attack the lower part of Doucet's body here.
So 55 seconds left in the second period. 1-0 Doucet. He had the escape to start this period. And that's really been it so far. Nobody really close to a takedown.
No, like I said, McDermott's hit that jab step a couple of times and faked with it. He's made Doucet react. but there hasn't been anything followed up with that. And I get it, right? You're giving up some weight here. You don't want to get to those hips. You got to find a way to get to those hips. See if he commits to something. 30 seconds left in this second period.
Both these guys have been around at least 4 years, and they know the ins and outs of the positioning and the time that's left in a period, what you can do and can't do. So they're both smart wrestlers. 10 seconds left in the period, 1-0 Doucet. And of course it will be McDermott's choice starting the third. So 1-0 at this point. And this is where Doucet has been able to pull out some matches by, he's got to ride for 1 minute and 11 seconds to get exactly 1 minute riding time and then not get scored on after that if he gives up the escape.
And Doucet will commit to that ride, right? This is the part, that first 20, 30 seconds is extremely crucial. That's if McDermott gets to his feet and Doucet likes to bring him kind of back in this crab ride position.
Got to bring him down, trying to get him returned. Oh, good roll by...
Good job by McDermott. Oh, he called him out of bounds. Let's see.
Uh-oh,
they're going to challenge this. Him and Briscoe are meeting in the middle. Let's see what they say. They're going to look at it. I think they're going to review it.
They're on the far side. I'm not sure. Obviously, McDermott was out of bounds when it happened. I couldn't tell if Doucet still had... any points inbounds.
In a match like this, that's a good challenge, right? Obviously, it's the last match of the duel, so, we're going to see what is what, shall we say. We look forward to seeing everybody here next Friday on ESPN Plus for another great duel with the UNI Panthers coming into town.
Yeah, one little reminder about this weekend. The usually Friday night duels around here start at 7, and it will this Friday with Northern Iowa, but the Saturday night duel is a 6 o'clock start with Iowa State.
It's kind of close here, Jay. McDermott's up on his feet. Doucet's taking him to the edge, hits that forward roll. There's loss of control there. Doucet's foot was still in bounds.
I thought he had the left foot still in.
So I think that's going to be 1 point escape.
They're through looking at it.
So win, I'm going to Vegas.
Really?
Oh, I'm not going to Vegas. I'm not going to Vegas.
Well, you'd have lost everything there anyway.
I would have lost everything.
So no escape. I'm surprised. I thought, now, because he broke free but hadn't turned to face into him.
Maybe that's it.
They didn't call it even, I'm guessing. That's the only reason I can see it was not an escape.
Good stand-up by McDermott.
So still riding.
Good job by
the escape.
He almost hit Doucet with a little foot sweep over there with his left leg, almost sat him on his butt there, but Doucet was able to adjust and get back up there.
So last minute and a half, they'll go at it on their feet to break the 1-1 tie. And there's you want to make a bet for going to Vegas?
It's a good club.
How about bet going sudden victory? Because that's probably a good bet.
Good club by McDermott. It's wrestling. Doucet puts his hands up. You got to stay out there and stay wrestling, man. This stuff gets physical. Especially boys weighing 240-plus pounds.
We're just always grateful toward the end in the heavyweights. If one of them doesn't get desperate and try a throw right here in front of us, and they end up crushing the 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah, I'd get out of the way if that happened.
Back in the day of the Unlimited, you really had to be careful with that.
45 left here.
How about an NCAA heavyweight final where the two combatants weighed a combined 747 pounds?
Ooh, that's a lot. That is a lot. Inside ties. Somebody's looking for an angle. Speaking of, I just always remember watching Kurt A. There's that high crotch. Nice shot by McDermott.
Kick out.
Good high crotch attempt by McDermott there.
That was close. He almost had it. Final 10 seconds before we try sudden victory.
I think McDermott should have confidence in that and realizing, hey, man, it's there. That clasp down on that ankle just a little bit more.
See, I told you should have gone to Vegas. Bet we're going to sudden victory. I knew there was better than 50-50 chance. So here we go. 2 minutes on the board. No riding time. They limit it. Get that off the board. We'll start fresh. Anybody can score. Anyway, takedown, penalty point, whatever.
Yep.
Technical violation, whatever it might be.
Hadn't been any stall calls, so no need to worry about that. And the majority of this action has taken place right in the center of the mat. Let's see if McDermott gets back. That high crotch is coming. I'm telling you what, he's going to clear that elbow and take a high crotch attempt on Doucet's right side.
As both of them get tired after wrestling already over 7 minutes, if he does do that, I think somebody will score. He'll either do it or get a little too overextended and Doucet will counter. One or the other. You think it's about time somebody will score if they can get in on something. And if it's not a real good shot, they could get countered out of it. A minute to go, sudden victory 1. What are the odds of going to tiebreaker?
Pretty good. Pretty good, Jay. Pretty good, my man.
Well, however this one turns out, it's been a very entertaining duel, even though the team score doesn't look that close.
Right.
So a lot of really competitive matches.
A little double leg attempt by McDermott.
Yeah, get off another one of those. He might get a draw stall call on Doucet. 25 seconds to go. And we're down to 15. 10 seconds. I think they're going to be pretty cautious right here. We will see sudden victory 1 again in 1 second.
All right, here we go. Now the ride time comes into effect here. Okay.
Doucet's choice.
Ride time comes into effect.
That's interesting.
Doucet.
Just as Doucet signaled he wanted bottom, Chris Perry looked at him and said, no, defer.
Deferred.
See, and I like deferring myself because when it's your choice, you know what you have to do as far as riding time. If you get the second, the bottom half of the tiebreaker, you know what you have to do riding time-wise or whatever has happened, depending on what's happened in there.
Let's see if we get a Granby roll by McDermott. Doucet's doing here comes that roll. It's coming.
No, we got him back down before he could do it. McDermott looking for it.
There it is.
Oh,
he tried it again.
Good tight waist by Doucet. Counters the roll. Hooks under the chin. Pulls him off the mat. Good job.
Good job. That crab ride position, I talked about that earlier. That's where Doucet likes to go. Tight waist, claw, crab ride position. And he does a smart job of just kind of rolling them out of bounds.
All about time. 13 seconds left in this half of the tiebreaker. 17 seconds riding time, of course.
Got a caution.
A reminder, caution on Doucet. Change this year. Any riding time advantage, 1 second or more at the end of the top and bottom half of the tiebreaker is a winner if there's been no other scoring. That's new. This year had to be the second set of tiebreakers before that mattered.
This crab ride position. Now Doucet's got to be careful here. McDermott's doing a good job. He's got that back leg.
Whoa, just barely rode him out. Man, McDermott all but had the reverse, but good job by Doucet.
Doucet's going to go neutral.
He is going neutral.
So now he puts the pressure on McDermott to go score. Once again, there hadn't been any stall calls. Doucet's got to hold position and obviously not get pushed out of bounds either. But like I said, there is no stall calls right now in this 30 seconds.
Well, I thought Doucet might feel confident enough underneath that he might go ahead and take bottom because as long as he could get out, he would have it.
But I agree with this call.
Yeah,
I agree with the call that they made.
And time runs out. Adding 1 point riding time, it'll be 2-1, tiebreaker 1 for Konner Doucet. He survives another one of those close ones, 27-9. the final score, Oklahoma State over number 16, Oregon State. Good match, a lot of fun. What'd you think?
Man, it was an awesome duel. Had a couple of highlight matches. I love the way Oregon State came out, competed. The Cowboys kind of got knocked down a little bit, but built some momentum back up, and it's going to be another great season. We got some more great duels coming here Friday and Saturday.
Friday at 7 against Northern Iowa, and then Saturday at 6 against number 4, Iowa State. That should be a barn burner. So a lot of great matches for our producers. Tyler Burke, for my analyst, Hardell Moore, the entire crew. We're saying thanks for joining us today, watching this great collegiate duel. Oklahoma State 27, Oregon State 9, Big 12 now on ESPN+.